Jeremy, when you were brought here, you kind of came in as the face of the franchise type guy, and since then, obviously bringing in James and Dwight. How do you view your new role on this team, and how do you think it'll be for you this year?
I think for me, I have to be a point guard. I have to make sure everybody gets involved. I have to really control the tempo of the game. And like you said, there is a little bit of a different role, but I still want to be the same attacking, relentless player that I've been in the past, and really try to be more efficient in terms of picking my spots.
Jerry, I saw an interview where you talked about how you were a little disappointed in your play last year. What have you done over the summer to work on areas of your game that you thought needed it?
I think tried to get better from a defensive standpoint, just becoming a better defensive player. I think I've also worked on my jump shot and my left hand, and so hopefully those things will translate over to the season. I'll be able to see some improvements in those areas.
Jeremy, is there less pressure this year? Last year when you came in this time, you mentioned the fact that you were still a work in progress. Those 25, 30 games in New York, you expected to be the face of the franchise. Now you can come in and just do what you do best and play basketball. Are you more relieved at the fact that there's presumably less pressure this year?
Yeah, I think there's more pressure in the sense that there's going to be a lot of people focusing on the Rockets. But from a personal standpoint, I think there's definitely a lot less pressure. I have a lot more freedom to just kind of be myself. I think last year there was a lot of uncertainty with coming in, post insanity, and all those things. And right now it's kind of calmed down a little bit for sure.
Jeremy, could you reflect back again on what if Hakeem said you and Dwight could be a different combination?
I'm thankful. I totally wasn't expecting him to say that. I didn't really know what he thought of our workouts and asked him, to be honest. He's a good poker face, I guess. He said some really nice things, and I'm very thankful, especially coming from a player like him. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of really getting that to translate to the court.
So what did you think about you and Dwight working together?
I think he makes my job a lot easier. And I just remember I threw a lob and I was like, oh man, sorry, too high. Terrible pass, and he just caught it and threw it in. And I was like, oh wow, okay, well, it's good for me.
What's your level of intrigue about adding a guy like him to the mix that you guys have this year, which is very successful offensively?
Yeah, you're talking about probably the best, maybe the best, one of the best athletes, probably the best center in the NBA, and it's just it's going to change so many different things. Even playing pickup with him already, it's just like he demands so much attention. It's really hard to help out other big men, and that gives guards a little more freedom.
So you guys, and Chandler was talking about you guys have hung out a bunch and seem to have good chemistry both on and off the floor. How's that been for you so far personally with adding Dwight?
Dwight is hilarious. He's just like he's always joking around and having fun off the court, and I think that's really important in terms of building chemistry, building friendship. And so it's been really easy in terms of spending time with the guys. And, I think we're all younger in some respect, he's been in the league a while, but he's still young in terms of his age, and so I think that also helps.
And chemistry you talk about is expectations and a lot more focus on you guys. You have quite a bit of experience with that. Are you better equipped to deal with expectations and tension than you used to be? Or do you think this team is ready for what will be coming?
I hope so. I hope I'm better at it. I've had such a wide spectrum of literally no expectations to every expectation, and now it's kind of going back down to no or lower expectations. But I think for our team, a key thing for us is to be able to block out what's coming in from the outside, and we're gonna have losing streaks. We're gonna have slumps, and that's no mystery. Every team goes through that, and it's just a matter of being focused, making all of our concerns internal, communicating openly, directly with each other. I think those are some of the keys in terms of when you talk about tuning out the outside noise and staying focused on our own expectations.
You mentioned when you were in Taiwan that you let those expectations impact you. So what you just described, is that something you had to learn from failing at that?
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I mean, I think learning to manage expectations, learning to deal with expectations, and learning which voices to tune out. I think that takes time, and you have to fail at it to be able to get to where you want to get to.
You talked about that chemistry, on the court chemistry. What do you gain on the court chemistry with the workouts in LA or Aspen? Or does that chemistry going to take time in real games, live action this season?
For sure. It has to take time in games, but I think it's a start. You start with the foundation. You start with building a friendship, building respect for each other. As games go on, as the season goes on, hopefully we develop the one word that I really want to get to is trust. Really trusting in each other on the defensive end, on the offensive end, being able to sacrifice for each other. When you talk about trust and sacrifice, championship teams, not that I know anything about winning a championship, but outside looking in, championship teams tend to trust and sacrifice each other.
So in a way, you think trust is more important than chemistry? Or does the chemistry come after trust?
I think trust is a byproduct of really good team chemistry.
Are you looking forward to playing those the games in Asia, and what do you expect from that trip?
I have no idea what to expect. It's a preseason game, which you never really know what's going to happen in terms of the plan or minutes or whatever. But I just know for us it's going to be 2 games against a really good team, and for us to be able to work on some stuff and to be able to hopefully give the fans across the world something to cheer about and a fun event to attend.
Jeremy drafted Ozzie Cannon in the draft. I want to know what your thoughts on that? How you feel like he can help your team move?
I mean, he's great. He can really shoot the ball. We all joke about him being a little tank or a football player. He's really strong, and he knows how to score. He's a pure shooter. I've been really impressed with him, and I think he can definitely help us.
Jeremy, in Miami, the team belongs to LeBron James. In OKC, Kevin Durant. Who rules the Rockets locker room?
Now you're gonna put me in that position.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it always has to be one guy. I think right now we're really listening to both those voices.
What 2 voices?
James and Dwight. I mean, obviously, like Mikhail too. Coach Mikhail, but I don't think we're talking about this. No, I think both of them have done a great job of leading in their different ways. And I think Dwight has given a lot of advice, understanding what he went through last year in LA and the year before. Just being able to give advice from that perspective. I think James also coming from OKC and seeing what it's like to do it at a very high level and to have that program and that culture. I think they're leading in their different styles, and I think it's really helpful.
And do you and Harden communicate about collectively improving the defensive effort without backcourt?
I think that speaks for itself. Me, James, Chandler. I think something that we've all been thinking about is how we can all become a lot better defensively. And I know they've spoken about it publicly. I've spoken about it publicly, and we've all talked about it as a team too. And like you said, specifically the backcourt, really how we can shore up our defense.
Jeremy, one of the things Kevin said was that even though you played the year before last season was your first full season, almost kind of like a rookie season. Do you feel a huge jump this year in terms of just your level of maturity and confidence being in the NBA?
Hopefully. I think, it hasn't really started yet, but even me being here, I came back to the same city I was in the year before, and that's already a big step for me. I haven't done that since, junior to senior year of college. So for me to be back in the same place with the same coaches, the same style and stuff, I think that's huge for me, building a level of comfort. I think I'm a creature of comfort. Like when I'm comfortable, I play much better. And a lot of times when I don't really know what's going on or I'm trying to figure it out, I don't always do it as well. So hopefully I'll be a little more mature. And like you said, last year was kind of my rookie year in terms of understanding what the league is all about.
Have you got a sense of the changes in your actual on-court role as a point guard in this grouping versus last year's grouping?
Not really, because practice starts tomorrow. So we haven't really done anything except for I guess like place pickup. But even then, it's like everyone's divided. It's just,
Do you have any kind of anticipation that has Kevin talked to you about the difference or the amount of times you'll have the ball or things of that nature?
I think that will naturally play itself out. I think guys get hurt or guys are playing well or guys are in slumps or whatever. I think it's always adjusting, it's always changing, and it's always a balance. And I think as long as we're in communication about that, it should be fun.
Jerry, what have you thought about the Insanity? You were at the screening in LA, the documentary. What have you thought about how that's going?
I think it's been going well. I think for me it was very convenient in the fact that we filmed well before the Insanity happened, and I haven't really had to film anything after Insanity. Just a couple of things here and there, but I really haven't had to do much. So to be honest, I haven't really. It hasn't been that time consuming. I just attended the premiere in LA, and that went well.
Couple more guys.
I guess what I meant was when you saw it, the response to it. What did you think about all that?
Oh, I don't know. Do people like it?
Have you seen it?
I don't even know. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's about myself. So. If I don't enjoy it, then no one can enjoy it. It's my own story.
Last question. Anything else? Thanks, dude.
Thanks, guys.